kind of hoping it would stop raining today. Okay guys, I'm picked up these 2 units the other day and I'm gonna strip them today just because I've got several units that still need to be stripped, so scattered out in here everywhere. It's a mess. This fall I plan on working extremely hard at my own house, getting stuff hauled that needs to be hauled. But I got the church computers, church AC units just about completed, and so I can work on mine. At least these two. I don't want to just put them back to be waiting on me this fall. I'm going to go ahead and knock them out of the way, because I'm going to be doing a lot of aluminum hauling this fall. A lot of cleaning. So, anywho, I'll check back in a minute. Okay, folks, I've got the sheet metal off of it for the most part. I got two nice size ACR radiators, aluminum and copper radiators, and of course the sheet metal, and then screws. I'm going to put this sheet metal and all the screws and stuff that come out of it with the church's metal, because they don't have hardly enough metal to weigh. I'm going to add that together and just pay them out of pocket, I think. But I don't know, I hadn't figured out exactly how I want to handle that yet. But we shall make it right, whatever we do. I may just throw their sheet metal in with my metal when I make a run and just pay them for 300 pounds, because I know it don't weigh 300 pounds. Or I could throw this behemoth in there, and all of this metal will cancel theirs out, and I'll just pay them. No, I probably won't do that. That don't even make sense. I can't even think today. My last video that was uploaded, I put 2 clips in there that are the same. I apologize for that. I was very tired when I'd done that video, and it shows. Me and Snobby Scrap Picker had a laugh about that. Sometimes it happens, folks. I don't think it's worth my time going back and re-editing it and re-uploading it. I'll do better next time. But I was half asleep, and they all ran together, and I couldn't remember what I loaded when I was doing the video and what I didn't load. I hope y'all are having a scrap-tastic day. I am. It's a little warm today. It's overcast. Acts like it wants to try to rain, but it's also clearing off out in the distance. So we'll know more of these cool days for a while. It'll be cool mornings and hot after lunch. But it's August. It could be a whole lot worse, folks. Whole lot worse. But all right, I'm gonna get off here for a second, and I'll come back to you when I know exactly how I'm gonna handle this. There we go. Get in here and start cutting wires. Wires are loose. These boards aren't worth my time pulling out. They're just low-grade boards. Unless you guys know of something that's in these boards on AC units that I should worry about. The contact I'll probably pull off because it's got silver contacts in it. Get back up here. Well, it pretty much pulled itself out. Whoop. I didn't play basketball for a reason, folks. Can't hit the bucket 5 foot away. Y'all ready for winter? Some of you folks up in the northern states may say no. Folks down in Florida and Georgia and Alabama and even here in Tennessee say yes, we are ready for winter. Even our winters here lately have been extremely mild. Climate change, I imagine, but it's been doing that for years and years. Changes every year. Nothing that we do necessarily makes any changes. I know a lot of people believe that does, but I really don't think it does. They've had multiple ice ages. Dinosaurs went extinct because of an ice age. That's a pretty dramatic weather shift. And I don't know. It's been doing it before the Industrial Revolution for sure. So I don't blame it on the industry. Anything that we're doing to cause pollution, I'm sure it doesn't help, but we're not the main culprit of all of that stuff. At least in my opinion. Everybody has thoughts on that stuff though. I've got to get me a wire bucket. I meant to bring one over here before I got sat down and started. I'll go grab one here in a minute. We get all these wires off because this wire sells for what, 40 cents a pound or more sometimes, depending on your area. Number 2 insulated. It's good to have. I'm working on a 55-gallon barrel of it right now, and I know I have a couple 55-gallon barrels of number 2 insulated, but I've got to go through all of it and cut the ends off. Haven't done that yet. You think I ought to do a live one day while I'm scrapping, sitting around? And I don't never come up on the panels on the lives. I would like to do that sometime. What y'all's thoughts on that? Would y'all like to have me on your panel one day? Comment below and let me know. I think it'd be pretty awesome. Sit and chat with all my friends and those in chat. I think it would be fantastic. I do. This unit's got some pretty big wire in it. I like these old big units. They got nice coils and everything. Alright. Ow. Screw got me. I don't know if I'll ever get that motor off of that wheel in the blower. Just don't know. There's all the wires for that. All right, folks, I'm going to continue stripping this down and cutting the wires out, get the radiators out, cut the ends off. And continue cleaning. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I don't want to bore you to death though. I'll come back when I crack the other one open and we'll see if it's got ACRs or just ARs in it. So talk to you later. Explain to you what I just did. So I took my Sawzall and I went down the outside of this piece of metal and tried to cut them off as flush as possible, because if I'd have went through on this side to keep them having to cut all the way down through the metal, I would have lost a ½ inch of ACR. So what I do is cut the outside and then take and hit it a few times, separate it like that. And then put my hatchet part and let it kind of walk down it. Now it would be easier to do this if I went ahead and had that out of there, but I don't want to move that just yet. There we go. The only other place it's attached is with that screw right there on that piece of copper. So this end has been cleaned. And all I have to do on the other end is, it's made a little different. So it'll be just a hair more interesting to deal with. That's out of the way. On the sealed units, I never cut them apart just because of the amount of consumables it would take. That is a thick housing, and using cutting wheels for my side grinder, I would probably burn up one cutting wheel or more per sealed unit. Now, there is supposed to be quite a bit of copper in one. I've not cut one apart yet, but I am thinking very seriously about it. So if you'd like to see me cut one apart, or if you want to just tell me it's worth it or not worth it, then we'll just go from there. But yeah, I've never had a sealed unit apart, but maybe I'll do it one day just to see for myself and do a video on it. I don't know. But that ACR is out. I just got to trim that end off and then pop those little noodles out of the end, and then get this one off right here. It's filthy. I'll have to wash it off or brush it off. It's got insulation all in it. It's nasty. No wonder the unit burned up. So that's what happens when you don't have somebody come out and do maintenance on your unit. You get build up like that on the coils, and it just burns it up. Just burns the unit up. Anyway, I'm going to cut the other end off of that and cut this sealed unit apart. I mean, cut the sealed unit off, unbolt it, set it off out of the way, and then I'll cut the rest of my copper out to deal with. I'll check back. Must have got into the steel. There we go. Maybe my blade's getting dull. Alrighty. Have to process that tubing later. I want to get this sheet metal loaded back up and out of the yard. This is where I drive through. So Let me get my drill, pop a few more screws out. Right on. Scooby-Doo. I guess now we just start cutting. Cutting. The rain left. It started raining, so I went into the house. I think it's about done for the day. Hope my camera has been turning upside down on me when I bend over too far. It's been flipping around. Hopefully it hasn't done that this time. That's some good copper right there, number 2 insulated. All right. See. Do. Now I go get my tool case and zip that sealed unit off. And try to get this motor apart so I can take the copper out of it. And I still got to cut the other end off of that ACR. This one I cut and got it folded up.